What's up, boys and girls? Corey James coming to you with another video. Let's get to it. So back on November 15, 2017 in New York City at the Christie's auction that was being held at Rockefeller Center, the newly authenticated Salvator Mundi painting of Jesus Christ done by Leonardo da Vinci sold for a record-breaking $400 million at auction. Now, $400 million is a freaking absurd amount of money to spend on a painting. However, this is an authenticated Leonardo da Vinci painting. And when you look at this painting, you can understand why someone who has the money would spend this amount on this painting. This is now a priceless piece of art and a very mysterious piece of art. One of the most mysterious aspects of this painting is the crystal ball being held by Jesus Christ. All sorts of theories have been thrown out as to what this crystal ball represents. The one that I find most intriguing is its similarity to another crystal ball from an ancient culture, the Chichen Itza stone of the Buddhist and Hindu tradition in ancient times. Known as a wish-fulfilling jewel, the Chichen Itza stone was possessed by the Bodhisattva in Buddhist tradition. The Bodhisattva was a divine being with great compassion, wisdom, and power. And when you look at portrayals of this Chichen Itza stone in Buddhist tradition, they look almost exactly like the Salvator Mundi, an individual holding this crystal ball with 3 dots in it, and this just mysterious gaze about them. Now, Western scholars like to compare the Chichen Itza stone to that of our Philosopher's Stone, a legendary substance or element that was capable of turning any metal into gold. It is also known as the elixir of life because it could also give immortality. Now, the most intriguing aspect about the crystal ball is that, when we look at ancient cultures, ancient civilizations, we always hear of objects that wield amazing powers, magical powers. And you can always make the argument that it's just, they're just using the best vocabulary they have to identify something they've never seen before. But in the case of a crystal ball, that's a glass sphere. That's a clear circle. That's pretty identifiable back during this time. And it's intriguing because what is it? What does this crystal ball with the 3 dots inside it have the ability to do that we see it portrayed with Jesus Christ, the Bodhisattva? It's intriguing to me, and it got me thinking of a more recent event that took place back on March 26, 1974 in Fort George, Florida, which is about 20 miles outside of Jacksonville, Florida. After a mysterious fire had broken out the night before, Jerry and Terry Betts went out into the field to investigate. While they were out there, Terry Betts happened to find a metallic sphere. Him and his mom took it back to the house where it sat for a couple weeks, and during this time, it displayed some odd characteristics. It would react to his son, Terry, playing his guitar. It would move on the table on its own. You could almost hear a tingling, a tink sound from the inside, sometimes when you moved it or just on its own. And so they called a friend who was a reporter, and he investigated this object, and he was also baffled by it. He said it was much heavier than he thought it would be. It was around 20 pounds. It was rougher on the outside than he thought it would be. And he was amazed how it was able to move on its own and almost seemed to have a conscience about it. And government officials were very interested in this object. The Betts family submitted to them for testing. During the testing, they took x-rays of this sphere. And here's where it's interesting. On the inside, they found that it was hollow with the exception of these 3 smaller spheres within the large sphere. And when they examined these 3 smaller spheres, they found that they had the atomic weight of 140, which is pretty incredible only because uranium is the heaviest element that we know today, and that's an atomic weight of 92. Scientists even speculated that if you were to drill into this sphere, it would basically be the equivalent of setting off a thermonuclear weapon. But what I find most interesting about this Betts sphere is the X-ray photo. A sphere with 3 dots in it, a hollow sphere. with 3 dots in it. What is a hollow sphere? Maybe a glass sphere or a crystal sphere. But again, this is just my theory. It's something I thought was very interesting and I wanted to share it with you guys. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. So that concludes our lesson for today, boys and girls. I really hope you enjoyed the video. But more important, I really hope I can bring you more videos, more in-depth, more interesting, entertaining videos. If you liked what you saw, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me some comments, let me know what I did well, what I could do better. And you know what, man, I really hope to see you guys again. Until the next time, I'm Corey James. You guys take it easy.